Hey guys, what's going on? Eric here, bringing you guys some more D2 content. In today's video, the drops are kind of insane. I ended up finding 7.25 high runes, which is just nuts. Also, 49 shards. I found literally a shard every other run, which is just insane. So if you have a slamming addiction, come do cows. I also found a ton of skillers. The items I dropped were, whatever, but the runes, they were insane. When I started these runs, this is where I started gearing. I started in Nightmare Cows, actually. I was sitting around 2,500 twister damage, about 60 magic fine, but by the end of these runs, since I spanned them over quite a few days, I'm sitting at 10,000 twister and about 240 magic fine. My setup that you see here was a little bit different. I got a crazy hair and bricked my arachnids, so I can't hit the breakpoint with my shield and my gloves, so we'll have to buy another arachnids. Anyways, let's watch the runs. At the end of them, I'll show you my gear. Yeah, let's watch them. Nice and steady, we're starting things off with the Rune Master. I wish this had more utility. The next run I found the new low-level dueling jabs, which are decent once they're upped. I also found the low-level dueling claw as well. 7 runs later, a unique ring. Could it be? A Frosty Raven. The first skiller comes in the form of a combat charm for the paladin. A couple runs later, another skiller. This time, it's a Jab GC for the Zon. Another 2 runs go by, and I find the first noteworthy rune. We take those. On run 15, a sick melee charm drops. It's practically 2 3/20/20s. Run 17 starts off with a melee charm as well. Maybe a druid would use it. Unique ring number 2. Raven number 2. I have to take a number 2. On run 18, some frosties. Puzzle box. The streak continues with a decent all-res small charm. Nice to have early on. Run 21 drops a Gurks. I'm pretty sure I bricked this a couple seconds later. The next run produces the first noteworthy set item. Not bad. 6 runs in a row, something useful drops. This time, it's my first Geed. The sound got corrupted on some of the drops for some reason. Also, what a crap Alderhelm. I'll take another Istrim. These were actually nice to trade for LGCs early on. Found some Nat Boots a few runs later. I also wanted to show the new Ondo's helm, which is a lot more useful. On run 31, a decent jewel drops, although rares are kind of insane this season. Ooh, an rune. Is this Alderhelm any better? Not really. I'll take some chances. Especially when they're 40s. Another skiller drops later in the run. This one is for a shapeshifter. The same run had one more parting gift. I found a Tring Belt the next run and later sold it for an Ohm. Chances number 2. Not quite as good. Yet another skiller drops later in the run. Electrifying. Another piece of the Alder set drops on run 36. 2-2, not bad, not bad. The next run I find a pair of Hellmouth with the only roll I'd show in a highlight reel. A useful SC drops on run 38. Yes, I'll take all the MF please, thank you. I don't know why I'm showing you IK gloves, but I'm showing you IK gloves. 2 armors drop on run 44. The first is an Eth Tooth Throw. The second is another Alder armor. Not as good as the first. The Gold Fine Charm collection starts on run 46. I keep finding skillers. This time, it's a Fire GC for the source. Later in the run, the sick large charm drops to help with my constant stamina drainage. Oh, and a pole drops. Poles are so hot right now. Poles. I found the new low-level dueling Pally shield as well. It's meh. The rune that dropped later in the run is much less meh. A few runs later, another small charm drops. The MF collection is coming together. Another train belt, although the price came down a lot by the time I found this one. On run 61, I got to see the new damage range on these laying of hands. A couple seconds later, a sick jewel finds its way into my inventory. I ended up finding 2 pieces of the map set this run. First, the armor. Then, later, I found the belt. Found a pretty solid FCR ring on run 65. After 5 runs of nothing, something. Such a sick small charm. Unique ring number 3. Raven number 3. Another piece of the IK set drops on the next run. Also, the skillers keep dropping. Coal GC for the source. If you've ever wanted to run over hot coals, then boy do I have a charm for you. We've all seen an IK weapon. Well, now you've seen another one. You're welcome. As you can see, I forgot to turn the camera off again. Also, here's a Viper before I bricked it. Pole runes are pretty cool. Furs are pretty cool too. After beating the shit out of the Cow King, he coughed up some laying of hands. A few runs later, I find a Widowmaker. I actually corrupted a 4-socketed 5/5 one last week. On run 88, another set piece drops. This time, it's a 2/3 Grizz armor. A couple runs later, and Vex number 2 drops. Followed by a Bariza. Mediocre. Another piece of the Mav set drops on run 92. A decent small charm drops the next run. So close, yet so far away. An IK belt, huh? Well, see you later. I found an all-resist GC on run 95, which I'm sadly still using. It's a jaw rune. Cool. FYI, here's what the elemental large charms look like for the PD2 lurkers. Kinda cool. A Heaven's Light drops on the final run. Trash rolls and non-eth.